Hello, how you guys doing? Happy Monday. How is everyone? How is your weekend? Let me know in the chat. Also, let me know everything is working by chatting with me. If you chat with me, I know everything's working. Ha! Okay, so how you guys doing today? You guys having a good weekend? Having a good weekend? Hey Liberty, good to see you. Thank you for showing up. Hi. Awesome. Cool. So let's do the tip of the day while we're waiting for people to get in here. So if you are dealing on a game and you are on a dead table, meaning that there is no players on your table, then if you are bored, try not to practice your balancing skills with either the cards or the chips. You will see some dealers actually try to make little houses and everything with the cards, or sometimes they'll be sitting there and they'll be playing with the chips and they'll try to make the chips stand up. We actually, us dealers, we get so good at being bored on dead tables that I have had a dealer stack chips, 1 stack, 2 stack, 3, and then get it up to here and have all of that be balanced because they've been practicing that for so many years. So yes, if you are on a dead table and you are dealing, do not engage in any balancing acts if you can. And that is the tip of the day. Awesome, we got more people here. Hey Wolfgar, how are you? Good to see ya. Awesome, glad your week is going well so far. Happy Victoria Day. Very cool. I did not know it was Happy Victoria Day. Awesome, thank you. Alan, hey Alan, good to see you. Hey VS, how you doing? Awesome. Dan, what's up? Hey Dan, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Hey Eric, how you doing? Awesome, Jimmy on Twitch is here. Hey Jimmy on Twitch, how you doing? Cool. Okay, so let us get to it. We want to play some Pai-Gow, so let's get through this stuff so we can play some Pai-Gow. Welcome back to Vegas Aces Let's Play live stream. I'm Heather Ferris with Vegas Aces, and today we are going to be playing Pai-Gow Poker. Now, before we get started, I just want to remind you to subscribe and to always make sure you hit that notification bell so you'll always be notified of my latest videos and live streams. My next live stream, okay, if you guys are following me on Facebook and Twitter, I messed up today. I made a mistake today. So on Mondays, I always put out, oh, we're doing a new poll today, and here's the poll, and come see me on my live stream, and that kind of thing. Well, if you vote in this week's poll, unfortunately, nothing is going to happen with that, and that was my mistake. I should not have put a poll out this week. We are doing a special events week. We have a special events live stream for the next 2 days. This is our Let's Play Pai-Gow Poker, so this is going to be our normal live stream. But we have a special live stream on Thursday that I'm really excited about. It's a celebratory live stream. Mike Shackelford will be here, so I'm really looking forward to that. Come join us on Thursday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to join in on the fun. Again, it's a special event live stream. I have some surprises in store, and I would love to see you guys there. And then on the Monday after that, we're not doing a normal live stream. We are doing our meet and greet. So I am doing a meet and greet at Ellis Island, which I will tell you about a little bit later. And we are live streaming that. So we got some really weird live streams this week. It's like special event live streams. So I totally messed up when I put the post out today asking for the survey. Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that, so that way, if you are taking the survey and then you're like, hey, WTF, what's going on? That's what's going on. So, yes. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Blackjack player, I went to the casino on Saturday for a couple hours. Awesome, you won 300. Congratulations. Very cool. Always love it when I hear my aces are winning. What was your playing style of blackjack? Wolfgar, what do you mean what was my playing style of blackjack? Let me know what you mean by that and I'll answer that. Usually my playing style on blackjack was I would lose my ass. That was my playing style for blackjack. I would go on blackjack and I would play blackjack and I would lose my ass. So that's my playing style, is losing my ass. I hope that answers your question. Okay, so Alan. Hey, Alan. Good to see you. Awesome. Hey, Skittle Car. How you doing, Skittle Car? Good to see you. Almost bedtime. Okay, I'll try to make this fast. We'll get this going. Let's see here. Was asking blackjack. Oh, okay. You were asking blackjack and not me. Oh, okay, cool. In that case, no wonder why I didn't get it. Very cool. That makes sense then. Okay, so let's continue. So I gotta sell something. Woohoo! If you want to support Vegas Aces and you want this nifty sticker, let's see if you could see it. There you go. If you want this nifty sticker and you want to support Vegas Aces, you could buy this for $5. Go to the description. You will see a PayPal link for donations. If you send me $5 and say, hey, I want a sticker, I will send you a sticker. Check out this really cool sticker. Okay, so if you want to support Vegas Aces, that is one way that you could do that, is by getting a sticker. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now we have some announcements and then we will get started. And I'm sure you guys are totally used to this by now, but Vegas Aces is now placing dealers at the Sunset Station. We are doing interviews and auditions all week. So if you want to deal at the Sunset Station Casino, email me at heather@vegas-aces.com and we will help get you a job. Any experience level is welcome. You must be able to deal blackjack, pitch a handheld game, deal one of two games, either roulette or Pai-Gow Poker. And if there's anything you don't know, we will teach you and we will walk you through the process of getting hired as a dealer. Also, we are working with a San Diego business. If you are in the San Diego area and you want a job, we are working with a business to host casino parties. And and they are looking for dealers. So email me, heather@vegas-aces.com, and I will help you with all that. Also, remember to tip your dealer. Tip your dealer, and now you can with Super Chat. Super Chat is the way YouTube allows you to show your appreciation by tipping me any amount you want. Now you can. Give it a try. There's a little like money symbol in the chat area. I think if you click it, you could pretty much put any amount you want, even $1 in there. So yeah, give it a try. Or you could show your support by becoming a member of my Patreon page. We have several different levels and rewards that you could choose from. Any membership level counts, even $1, so become a Patreon member today. Updates. Like I was saying before, I am doing a meet and greet on Monday, next Monday, Memorial Day, at 6 p.m. At Ellis Island. And we're going to be doing karaoke. We're going to be, there's going to be drinks and everything. And I'm going to be live streaming. So if you can't make it, join us for the live stream. And you could be there in spirit. Not in body, but in spirit. That's about as close as we can do, right? So again, that is 360 Vegas Vacation Meet and Greet on Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th at 6 p.m. at Ellis Island. And we will be doing the live stream at 7 p.m. on that day. So let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. What am I missing in the chat? Skittle Car, have you seen Face Up Pai-Gow? I'd love to try it. It's a little bit of a different strategy. Yes, I have seen Face Up Pai-Gow Poker. That's Face Up Pai-Gow Poker is exactly what the name suggests. You deal out the cards and the dealer's cards are face up. So, yep, that is a very interesting game. I believe the house edge is, the house edge on that is larger than the normal Pai-Gow Poker. But yeah. Have seen it. Face Up Pai-Gow, cool game. Let's see. I would like a coffee cup and good evening. Hey John, how are you? Well, I could give you the good evening, John. Good evening. Hopefully you get that cup of coffee here pretty soon. Awesome. Thank you, Liberty. Appreciate that. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. So Dan is having some trouble with the 2-pair rule. Dan, if you go to the website, vegas-aces.com, go to resources, and you will see instruction manuals. Go to Pai-Gow Poker under the instruction manuals, and you will see a list of school and casinos. Click on the casinos, and you will see the rules that the casinos give the dealers for the house way. Most of the rules are the same, but there are some slight variations. But this way you could see all of the house rules for various casinos. So again, vegas-aces.com, resources section, instruction manuals, Pai-Gow Poker, and then click on the links and you could see the different house ways for different casinos. And hopefully that'll help you. Or you can ask me. That works too. Dane, what has been the largest amount you have received on Super Chat? Oh, I don't know. Largest amount I've received on Super Chat. That's hard. I think the largest amount I received on Super Chat was $10 or $20. Maybe $20. I don't know. I remember some $10 chats and I was pretty excited about that. But maybe $20? Okay, so what else are you saying? House edge. Okay, house edge on face up. Lower than pi. Oh, okay. So Jay says that the house edge on face up is lower than Pai-Gow Poker. Awesome. I thought it was higher. Jay, do you know the house edge, what the numbers are? If you do, please put them in the comments. I would love to know. For a normal Pai-Gow Poker game, the house edge is... Oh God, I'm doing that again. I'm blanking. Let's see. Because I know... I always get the Pai-Gow tiles and Pai-Gow Poker mixed up. That's why I always have to think about it when I'm doing this. So Pai-Gow Poker is actually a lower house edge than Pai-Gow tiles. Pai-Gow tiles, the house edge is a 1.5% house edge for tiles. But then if you do Pai-Gow Poker, it's 1.46%, which is slightly lower, and you want the lower house edge. So yeah, Jay, if you know the house edge, please put it in the comments, and I would greatly appreciate it. Still working on the house edges. Those are fun. Awesome. Hey Larry, how you doing? Good to see you. Alan. Okay, so we are doing that. So Alan is starting it. Let's get us started. So if you want to join, if you want to play, let me know how much you want to start off with, what your average bet is. And this is a good one to do, Pai-Gow Poker, because we could just play the house way. And that makes it so much faster and easier, and then I don't have to ask you guys, like in blackjack, do you want to hit, do you want to stay? $2,000 and 25 a hand. You got it. Yeah, depends on how much you bet. Yeah, that's very true. So if you bank, you're going to have a lower house edge than if you don't bank. That's a very good point, Wolfgar. Let's see. Dane. Okay, Dane wants to start off with 2K too. And position 3, 1, 2, and 3. Actually, 1, 2, and 3. So we'll put you right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what I'm doing is Dane wanted position number 3. So the dealer's position is always 1, 8, and 15. When you count back, you do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you always go counterclockwise. So when you're delivering the cards, you go counterclockwise, and when you're counting the numbers, you go counterclockwise. So dealers 1, 2, 3. So Dane, you are right here in spot number 3. Okay, so Eric, you are doing a $500 bankroll. And $50 bet. And 25 fortune. And spot number 4, you got it. And I'll set my own hand, okay, unless we have a double. Okay, Eric, you set your own hand. If I need a reminder on that, remind me, because I'm in the automatic mode where I'm just going to set everybody's hand, but I'll try to remember not to set your hand. So that was Eric. Skittle Car. Oh, you're only going to do one hand, Skittle Car? Okay. Just 100. Blackjack player, we are getting you in here. For 1,000 at 100 a hand. And BS 550. Cool. Yes, Wolfgar, let's get you in here. Wolfgar wants a $100 buy-in and $5. Any spot is good. Cool. Jimmy on Twitch. Jimmy on Twitch. Jimmy on Twitch wants 1,000, 1K with 25 a hand. You got it. And the houseway for all hands. Awesome. Doesn't matter the spot. Very, very cool. Jimmy on Twitch. Oh, Journey's not going to be here? He's afraid of dragons? Oh no. Does that mean you and Journey didn't watch Game of Thrones the other night? Ah, awesome. Jay says that the face-up Pai-Gow Poker house edge is 1.6%. So the face-up Pai-Gow Poker is 1.6%. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate that. Oh, that's a good question. Can you bank and face-up? Very good question. It is faster, so the house gets... Oh, that's how they do it. Okay, that makes sense. No banking on face-up. Pretty interesting. Okay, cool. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. By the way, hi, Jay. Good to see you. I don't think I said hi to you, so hi. Okay. You never watched a single episode of Game of Thrones? Actually, after yesterday, that might be a good thing. Okay, I'm not going to get into it. So, everyone is good. Everyone's set up. Let's start giving you guys some money so we could get playing. I'm going to try to be a lot faster as far as getting these games going. I think I've been going too slow lately. So we are going to work on that. Wolfgar, you are up here for $5. There you go, $5. Skittle Car, you said 100, but how much did you want to play per hand? Let me know, Skittle Car, how much you want to play per hand. You said 100 to start out with, but what would you like to play per hand? Okay, Wolfgar, I'll set your hand the house away, no problem. Just one hand? Oh, you just won one hand. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me just give you a black chip. There you go, 100 black chip. Okay, one hand, you got it, right there. Okay. Speaking of dragons, wasn't it... Yes, speaking of dragons, wasn't it the Game of Thrones final the other day? Yes, totally, Jimmy. Completely. And I watched it. Did you guys watch it? Do you guys watch it? What did you... Well, okay, I want to ask what you think, but on the other hand, no spoilers, because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. I know spoilers suck. So if you guys are going to talk about Game of Thrones, like, no spoilers. I don't want to piss anyone off. So Ellen, we are getting you some money. So you want 2,000. So here's 1,000. Here's 500, 800, 9, and 1,000. There you go, 1,000, Alan. And you want 25 a hand. You got it. BS 50 a hand. Okay, 300. There you go, 500, and you are doing 50 a hand. Blackjack player, 1K. So, and Jimmy. Okay, there you go. Eric is next. 500. And you want a $50 bet with a $25 fortune. You got it. Dane, you were next with 2,000. 1,500. 8. There you go. 2,000 it is at $50. Awesome. Okay, fantastic. Everybody has their bets. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Weirdly, never watched a single episode, not a TV guy personally. That's cool, Jimmy. Do you like movies? Are you more of a book guy? Is YouTube more your thing, or Twitch? Just curious. Oh wow, I really got you guys talking about Game of Thrones. Dane, I like your response. Why couldn't they end the Game of Thrones the same way as the Sopranos? That was good. Watch 60 Minutes instead? Yeah. Okay, so everybody's set. Everyone is good to go. Remember, we don't have a shuffle machine, so we're going to be dealing this out manually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks of 7 cards each. And if you are dealing, you know you did it right if there are 4 cards left over. There you go. 4 cards left over, so we are good. And let us make a dragon. So this is the head of the dragon, this is the tail of the dragon, and we are going to figure out who goes first with the dice. So the dice say 6. The dealer is 1, 8, and 15. So 8, 7, 6. So we are going to start right here at spot number 6. 6, 7, and 8. And again, we are banker, the dealer's banker, so they're going to get the banker button. Right. Okay. So the first one is Wolfgar and Skittlecar. Wolfgar and Skittlecar. Let's see what you guys got. You have a queen, jack, 10, 9, 5, 3, and 2. 1, 2, 3, no flush. 4 to a straight, so no straight. So unfortunately, it looks like you guys have a queen high Pai-Gow. Ouch. So queen high is your highest card, so that's going to stay at the very bottom, or the low, or I'm sorry, it's going to stay at the bottom or the high hand. So the jack 10 is going to go in the low hand. So jack 10 low hand, queen high in the high hand. I know, right? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Next up, Skittlecar, we might have to get you in here for one more hand. Alan, BS, you guys are next. And you guys have, ooh, an ace, a queen, a pair of 7s, a pair of 4s, and a 3. So this is where we have the 2-pair rule. With the 2-pair rule, if you have 6s and 5s and anything lower, you always keep together. 6s and jacks and anything higher, you always split. Anything else, you always split unless you have an ace. So let's take a look at these cards. 6s and jacks. This is not higher than 6s. This is not higher than jacks. Yes, this is higher than 6s, but we don't have one that's higher, 6s and higher than jacks. You want both of them. 6s and jacks or higher. Okay, so it's not 6s and jacks or higher. Is it 6s and 5s or lower? No, it's not. That means it's in the anything else range. So anything else we split unless we have an ace. Well, we got an ace queen right here. So that means that we're going to keep the 2 together and put the ace queen on top. So the pair of 7s and the pair of 4s, the 2 pair is going to remain in the high hand, and the ace queen is going to be in the low hand. Next is Jimmy on Twitch and Blackjack Player. And we have Jack, a pair of 10s, 9, 6, 4, and 2. 3 diamonds, no straight. Okay, so what we have is a pair of 10s is our high hand. And then our low hand is the Jack 9. So Jack 9 goes on top and the pair of 10s go on bottom. So that's how the hand would go. Jack 9 on top, pair of 10s on the bottom. Okay, Eric, I think, Eric, you were the one that said you want to set your hand, so get ready for this. Eric, you have an ace, a king, a queen, 8, 6, 7, and 3. 4 to a flush, no straight. So it looks like you have a ace high Pai-Gow. So the way that the house would play it would be the ace on the bottom with an 8, 7, 6, and 3, and then a king, queen on the top. So let me know if that sounds good to you. Eric, king, queen, low hand, awesome, cool. So the king, queen, king, queen. Okay, I could do that. I should come up with the tongue twister with the king, queen in there. Okay, so next is Dane. Dane has a king. Oh, speaking of which, king, queen, a king, queen, Jack, 9, a pair of 8s, and a 5. So we got the pair of 8s for the high and the king, queen for the low. Pair of 8s go in the high hand and the king, queen are in the low hand. And that is Dane's. So everyone is set up. And now we are going to the dealer's hand. Let's see what the dealer has. Oh my God, the dealer has an joker. Look at that. Oh, not good. Okay, so remember the jokers complete a straight or a flush. Let's take a look in here. Do we have a straight or a flush? King, 8, 5, 4, pair of aces. 1, 2, 3, nope. So we are good. So we are going to look at this and automatically think, hey, check it out. We got 3 aces. How awesome is that? Now, normally with 3 of a kind, when you have a 3 of a kind, you're going to keep the 3 of a kind together in the high hand, and whatever you have left over, you're going to put in the low hand. But there's an exception, and aces are the exception. I love aces for this reason. So aces are the only hand that are 3 of a kind that you would actually split up. So you would keep the pair of aces in the high hand with the ace king in the low hand. So we would split up those aces, or we could put it this way too, whatever you want to do. But the pair of aces in the high hand with the ace king in the low hand. And then the 8, 5, 4 in the high hand, of course. So that is how the dealer is going to set it up. Let's take a break. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat real quick. Pac-Man dying SFX. I love that, Dane. That was the perfect image and sound in my head. That was so funny. Jimmy on Twitch. Some books and some Twitch stuff. It's really all I'm into at the moment. Oh, okay, cool. If I watch TV, it's in the background noise. Yes, I completely agree with that. What books are you reading? Are you reading any Game of Thrones books? Let me know. I think the dealer beat everyone. Ha! Hey, David. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for showing up, David. Hi. Live long and prosper. Hey, David. Okay, so we're going to go to Dane. Dane, you are first. You have a king, queen, and a pair of 8s. So my ace king beats your king, queen, and then my pair of aces beat your pair of 8s. So unfortunately, I got to take both of them. Got to take your money on that. The worst part about being the dealer, taking the money. Unless, of course, the player is a complete and total asshole. Then the dealer likes taking the money. But that's like one of those internal things. Okay, so we have a king, a queen. So my ace beats your king. And then my pair of aces beats your ace high. So unfortunately, I have to take that and no fortune bonus. Exactly what Dane said. It's like Pac-Man dying and then you get the SFX. I can't even mimic it. I tried to mimic it. It wasn't working. Okay, my ace king beats your jack 9, and my pair of aces beats your pair of 10s. So I am just going to be rude to everyone today and take everyone's money. Next is BS and Allen. BS and Allen, you got an ace queen. Oh, that was so close. That was just barely there. So close. And then we have, oh, but hey, check it out. You got 2 pair. That 2 pair saved you right there. So my ace king beat your ace queen, barely. And your 2 pair beat my 1 pair. So it's a push. No money is exchanged. That was a good one. Very nice, Alan. Very nice, BS. Next is Wolfgar and Skittlecar. Oh, Skittlecar, I want you to stay longer. I don't want you to go on one hand. So you guys got a queen high Pai-Gow. So unfortunately, you lose the top one, you lose the bottom one, and I'm going to have to take both of your bets. Skittlecar, come back to me, Skittlecar. Don't leave me. Hey, you want to play another hand, Skittlecar? Let me know. Okay, so we are going to set you guys back up. Dane is 50, Eric is 50, and then 25 on the fortune. Jimmy, 25, and Blackjack Player 100. You guys are staying up there, and Wolfgar, you were up for 5. Let's check out the chat real quick, see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah. Oh, cool. I'm glad you're doing good, David. Awesome. Very cool. Oh, Dane. Yes, I'm doing good, David. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Doing much better now that I get to see my favorite people tonight. I love this. Woo, woo. Yeah, that's a much better way of doing it, Dane. Ha, cool. So Wolfgar has a great question. How often does the player get a chance to bank? So it depends on the casino. There are 2 ways of doing it. The most common way of doing it is the dealer will bank, and then the player gets the option to bank. After the player banks, the banker goes back to the dealer no matter what. So it goes dealer, player, dealer, player, dealer, player, dealer, player. And that's how normally the casinos operate as far as player banker goes. So what you do is you go to the table, you tell the dealer that you want to bank, and when it's your turn, they'll ask you, okay, sir, would you like to bank this hand? And you would say yes, and then you could bank. So hope that answers your question. Journey just showed up. No talk about dragons. Yes, awesome. Very cool. I was about to say something and I stopped myself because it sounded wrong and I didn't want to do that. Okay, so let's get another hand going. So you guys are all set up. You guys are all good to go. Eric, I want to talk about the dragons. I just don't want to spoil anything. I want to talk about Game of Thrones so badly. I just don't want to spoil anything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Although I feel bad for anyone who didn't watch Game of Thrones last night because there's so many spoilers out there and memes out there. It's like just trying to not see something from one of the memes or, you know, from social media. It's like you have to stay away from social media just completely in order to, you know, not be around all those spoilers and memes. Okay, so everyone's good. There are 4 cards left over. Here's the head of the dragon. I have to say, though, I did yell at the screen a few times during Game of Thrones. There were a couple times during Game of Thrones where I literally am saying they're like yelling at the screen. Or, yeah, yelling at the TV, yelling at the screen. Okay, so we got the head of the dragon, we got the tail of the dragon. Dice are being rolled. 5 and 12. So, again, the dealer is 1, 8, and 15. 15, 14, 13, and 12. So we are going to start at spot number 12. 12, 13, 14, Banker's 15. We are not doing a dragon hand. Okay, everyone is good to go. Okay, so Wolfgar, you were first. Wolfgar, let's see what you got. Ooh, you got the Joker. Awesome. So we got the Joker, a Queen, a Jack, a pair of 10s, and a pair of 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, and a flush. That is a nice hand. So Wolfgar, you have a flush, you have a pair of 10s, and you have a pair of 2s. So the way that we play this is because we have the pair of 2s, we have to fall back on the 2-pair rule. If you're a player, you could choose not to do this, but let me show you why it's good to fall back on the 2-pair rule. So if we were going to play the flush, for example, because the flush is such a high hand, if we did that, we would have to put the 10 and the 2 on the top. And a 10-2 on top is not a strong hand. So if we put 10-2 on top with a strong flush on the bottom, this is basically a push hand, and that's what we can expect, is just a push. So we want to try to make this a stronger hand. And in order to make this a stronger hand, that's why we're going to use the 2-pair rule. We're going to fall back on the 2-pair rule. So going back on the 2-pair rule, if you have a pair of 6s and 5s and anything less, you always keep it together. If you have a pair of 6s and jacks and anything higher, you always split, and anything else you always split unless you have an ace. Well, this is not 6s and 5s and lower. Yes, 2s are pretty low, but we have a pair of 10s here, and that's pretty high. Next is jacks and 6s. Well, 10s is higher than 6s, so we got the combination in between the two. Because of that, we're going to go back to we'll always split unless we have an ace. Well, we got a Joker, and a Joker, if it's not used in a flush, it automatically becomes an ace. So we know that this Joker would be an ace card. So because we have an ace, we're going to put an ace queen on the top and the 2-pair on the bottom, and that gives us a much, much stronger hand than if we played the flush. So we're going to have the ace queen on top and the 2-pair on the bottom. Much stronger hand. Now, if Wolfgar had been playing the fortune bonus, even though he had broken up the flush, he still would have gone paid for the flush because it's for a 7-card hand and it doesn't matter how you play it. So he still would have gone paid for that flush. Okay, so ace queen on the top and the 2-pair on the bottom. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Mind Rules. Hey, Mind Rules. How you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you want to get in play, just let me know. Tell me how much you want to start off with, what your average bet is, and we will get you in here and we will have you playing. Always good to see new people in the chat. Very cool. Alan, have you fixed your shower? I had the same problem and took the person one day to fix mine, and then I could use the shower the next day. Alan, yes, my bathroom is totally fixed. Thank God. Thank the heavens for that. Mine was a little bit longer. Actually, mine was much longer. Mine took a week to do. It was a full week, but he did the whole bathroom. He didn't do just the shower, and there were so many problems with it. Like this, it was built so poorly that he had to go in there and like take a lot of stuff out and then rebuild it. So there was a lot of extra time spent just fixing problems. So that's probably where like a lot of that time went in. But yeah, it took me about a week. And yes, it's done. Woo! Finally. Thank God for that. So happy about that. You can pay me for Wolfgar's flush if you want. Let's see. A flush. Nope, I do not pay that for a flush. So even though you have an envy bonus, Eric, you do not get paid for the flush. You need to have a 4 of a kind or higher. So that's 4 of a kind, straight flush, royal flush, 5 aces, 7-card straight flush, with the Joker and without the Joker. Okay, cool. So we got all that done in the chat. Let's go on to the next hand. Alan, BS, you are next. Alan and BS, you have a ace, queen, 10, 8, 4, and a pair of twos. So it looks like the pair of twos is your best hand, no flush. So we're going to put the ace, queen on top with the two a pair, the pair of twos. I shouldn't say the two pair, I should say the pair of twos, with the pair of twos on bottom. So ace, queen on top with the pair of twos on bottom. Next hand is Jimmy on Twitch and Blackjack Player. Jimmy on Twitch and Blackjack Player, you have a queen, jack, 7, 6, 5. Ooh, nice, 4, 3. So we got a straight here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a beautiful hand right there. So the queen, jack go in the low hand and the straight goes in the high hand. Great job, very nice hand. Queen, jack, low, and the straight in the high. Eric, you are next. You have an ace, king, 8, 7, 6, 5 and 3, not a straight, so close. Not a flush either. You got a 4-card flush and a 4-card straight. I hate it when that happens. So it looks like you have an ace high. So we're going to put the king 8 on the top and the ace high on the bottom. King 8 on the top. Oh, Eric, you wanted to set your own hand. Eric, okay, so Eric, you wanted to set your own hand. I just remembered that. So I put a king 8 on the top and the ace, 7, 6, 5, and 3 on the bottom. Let me know if that works for you. I will wait for you. Actually, perfect timing because I could take a drink, so that works. Let me know, Eric, what you want to do. Oh my God, Eric, you were fast. I didn't even have a chance to take a drink. So king 8, okay, so you're good. So you wanted the same thing. Awesome. I love it when that works out. Put 25 in the other circle so I could play the dragon. Alan, okay, if you want to play the dragon, you can play the dragon. We will get to that in 1 second. Let's see. I was not going to play the dragon, but we can play the dragon if you want to play the dragon. Okay, so Dane is next. Dane, you have a king, queen, a pair of 9s, an 8, and a pair of 3s. No flush, no straight. So we got the 2-pair rule. If you have pair of 6s and 5s and lower, you always keep together. We don't because 9s are higher. If you have 6s and jacks and anything higher, you always split. Well, we don't because we got a pair of 3s. Anything else, which falls in this category, anything else, we always split unless we have an ace. We don't have an ace, so because we don't have an ace, we're going to split this. So the pair of 3s are on the top and the 9s are on the bottom with the king, queen, 8. Pair of 3s with the 9s. Okay, so now for the dragon hand. Alan specifically requested the dragon hand, so we are going to do the dragon hand for him. Alan, here's the dragon hand. You have a pair of jacks with a 9, 8, 6, 5, and 4. So no straight with 1 pair. So the pair of jacks are your highest hand, so you're going to keep that on the bottom. The next 2 highest cards is the 9, 8. So the 9, 8 is on the top and the pair of jacks are on the bottom. Okay, cool. So now is the dealer's turn. Dealer has not a good hand for a dealer. I actually have a strong hand. Well, stronger, that's not good. So I have an ace, a pair of kings, a 9, 6, 5, and 4. So the pair of kings are my high hand, so they're going to stay at the bottom. And then the ace 9 is my low hand. So ace 9 is the low hand and on top. And the pair of kings is my high hand. Yuck. My favorite is always queen high Pai-Gow. So Dane, you were first. You have a pair of 3s, thank goodness. So your pair of 3s win. And then you have a pair of 9s, which lose to my pair of kings. So you win the pair of 3s, but you lose the pair of 9s. So that is a push. You push the hand. Next is Eric. Eric, you have a king 8, and an ace high. So unfortunately, this is not going to do very well. My ace beats your king. My pair of kings beats your ace. So unfortunately, I got to take all of that money. But you still have the envy button up there. Not that that really does anything for you. Next time. Next time. Okay, Jimmy, you're next. Jimmy has a queen jack, blackjack player. Blackjack player has a straight. So Jimmy and blackjack players, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Okay, so my ace beats your queen, but your straight beats my pair of kings. So you lose and you win, which is a push. No money is exchanged. Next is Alan NBS. First hand is an ace queen, that's good. Next is a pair of twos, not so good. So the ace queen beat my ace nine, so you win at the top, but my pair of kings beat your pair of twos, so I win at the bottom. So this is a push hand. No one wins, no one loses. Next is the dragon hand. Dragon hand is the 8-9 on the top and the pair of jacks on the bottom. So unfortunately, not a good hand. My ace beats your 8-9, 9-8, whatever. You know, if you want to be like, you know, mathematically correct, it would be 8-9, but you know. Pair of kings beat a pair of jacks, so I got to take the bet. Ouch! Dragon hand was not friendly on... That dragon hand was from last night's Game of Thrones. That's what happened. I figured it out. That's exactly what happened. That dragon hand is from last night. Okay, so next one is Wolfgar. We have an ace queen on top, which is fantastic, and a 2 pair, which is awesome. This is a great hand. So, Wolfgar, your ace queen beat my ace 9, so you win on the top. Your 2 pair kick my 1 pair's butt, so you win on the bottom, so you win both of them, and you win the hand. We got a winner. Woo! Okay, so commission has to be taken out. 5% commission on the $5 is 25 cents. So we're going to give him $4.75. So now you have money for commission. Woo! Okay, next hand. Let's see. Let's get you guys set back up here. We got Dane for 50. Eric, you wanted $50 and 25 on the fortune. There you go. Jimmy and Blackjack player, you guys are good. Alan and BS, you guys are good. Wolfgar, you're good. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat real quick. Hey, Paul Ray. Hey, good to see you, Paul Ray. Hi, Paul Ray on Twitch. Good to see you. Awesome. Yay. Oh, good. We got Fred in here too. Hey, Fred. How you doing? Good to see you. Fantastic. How are things this evening? Lots of winners? Not on the last hand. Nah, last hand not so much. Only the second hand. Well, each hand of Pai-Gow. Yes, that's true. And I am trying to go a little faster on that as far as getting more hands out per hour for these live streams. Okay, so you guys are good in the chat, so let's do another hand. It is 8 p.m., so we've been doing this for 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to go for maybe 15, 20 more minutes. Do one, maybe 2 more hands. Let's see what we can do. And then we'll be calling it good for the night. So if you guys want to up your bets or do anything different, now's the time to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and 4. Okay, so one more thing about Game of Thrones, because obviously I have a thing. There's an issue here, if you can't tell. So did anyone catch last night that Grey Worm was going to go to the Isle of North, where his girlfriend was from. If you guys read the books, if you know anything about that island, that was one of the things I was yelling at the TV. It's like, no, don't go to the Isle of North. No, whatever you do, don't go to the Isle of North. What are you doing? That was one of the things I was yelling at the TV. So just thinking about that, because obviously I got Game of Thrones on my mind. We have some bet changes, so let's make those bet changes real quick, especially since we only have a couple hands left. Change my bet to 100. Alan, you are being up to 100. Here you go, 100 instead of 25. You got it. Wolfgar wants the same bet. Okay, cool. And everyone else is good. Okay, great. So let us roll the dice. 6, let's see, 4, 6, 8. So 8. So we are going to start off with a banker position, because if you remember, the dealer or the banker is 1, 8, and 15, and we got 8 right there. So the dealer is getting the dragon hand. I shouldn't say the dragon hand. I should say the dealer's getting the dragon head. The dragon head. Okay, so the next one will be the dragon hand. And then everyone else gets their cards. Okay, and we got the dragon hand here just in case you want it. I have it ready this time. So let's see, Wolfgar, you were first. Wolfgar, let's see what you got. You have an ace, queen, jack, a pair of 9s, a 5, and a 2. Do you have a flush? 1, 2, 3, no flush, almost a flush. Okay, so you have a pair of 9s. The pair of 9s is your high hand, so that's going to stay in the bottom. The 2 highest cards after that is the ace and the queen. So the ace and the queen are going to go on the top, and the pair of 9s are going to go on the bottom. Next is Alan and BS. Alan and BS, let's see what you guys got. You have a queen, jack, 7, a pair of 5s, a 4, and a 2. Do you have a flush? 1, 2, nope, no flush. Okay, so the pair of 5s is your high hand, and your 2 highest cards after that is the queen, jack. So the queen, jack is going to go in the low hand, and your pair of 5s is going to go in the high hand. Let me know if anyone wants this dragon hand. Jimmy, blackjack, you're next. Jimmy and blackjack player, you have a king, a jack, a 10, 6, 4, and a pair of 3s. And no straights, no flushes. So the pair of 3s are your high hand. The next 2 highest cards after your pair of 3s is the king and the jack. So we're going to put the king, jack on the top and the pair of 3s on the bottom. Eric is next. Eric, you want to set your hand. So I got to remember not to set your hand for you. Eric, you have the Joker. Woohoo! Awesome. Love it when you get to play with the Joker. You have a king, a 7, a 6, a 5, a 3, and a 2. So you have a straight possibility. Okay, so you could do, let's see what you could do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a king 7 on top. Or let's see if you could do anything else. No. You don't want to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because then you'll have the king 2 on top, and that's not good. It's not as strong. So I can't think of anything else you would want to do. So Eric, let me know how you would want to play that. King 7. Okay, so king 7, fantastic. So we got you in the right one. Next is Dane. Dane. You have a jack, a pair of 9s, a 8, a pair of 7s, and a 2. So you got a 2 pair. So your 2 pair, if it's 6s and 5s or anything lower, you always keep together. We definitely got something higher than that. If it's 6s and jacks and anything higher, you always split. Well, unfortunately, we don't have anything higher than jacks, so we're in the other category. And in the other category, you always split unless you have an ace. Well, we don't have an ace, unfortunately, so we're going to have to split it. So the pair of 7s are going to go in our low hand, and the pair of 9s are going to go in our high hand. 7s in the low hand, 9s are in the high hand. Now we have a dragon hand here. Let's see who gets the dragon hand. Now, Alan, you played the dragon hand last. So in a real casino, if this was in a real casino, what the dealer would do is they would take the dragon hand and they would go next to Alan, which is Jimmy and blackjack player, and they would ask them, hey, do you guys want to play the dragon hand? And then they would go in order until everybody said no, they don't want to play the dragon hand, and then it would go back to Alan. And if Alan wanted to play the dragon hand for a second time, then he could do it. So that's how the dragon hand normally goes in a casino. So let's see if anyone wants to play the dragon hand, and if not, Alan, we'll see if you want to play. Okay, so let's see here. Do you guys want to play? Eric. Eric wants to play the dragon hand. Okay, so Eric, you get to play the dragon hand. So you have $50 up. You're going to put 50 down, and you can play the dragon hand. So when you are dealing this game, you're always going to put the dragon hand to the left of the bet. And the reason why is because when you're doing the take and pay procedure and you start from the right hand side and you go left doing the take and pay procedure, you always have to pay and take the main bet first before you do the dragon bet or the side bet. And that's why you place the dragon bet in a certain order or in the certain section or side of the bet. Okay, so with that explanation out of the way, Eric, let's see what your dragon hand is. Oh my God, that's a gorgeous dragon hand. Wow, I want that dragon hand. Holy cow. Okay, you have a full house. Nice. You have a really nice hand. You have a full house, aces and tens with an 8-3. That is fantastic. Now, normally with the 3 aces, what we would do is we would keep a pair of aces on the bottom, put 1 ace on top. But because we have a full house, we get to split up the full house. So with the full house, we're going to put the pair of 10s on the top and the 3 aces on the bottom. That is a fantastic hand. Oh, wait, Eric, you want to set up your hand. Let me see what you said. Okay, good, pair of 10s. So we're on the right page. So there you go, Eric, you're good. And, oh, Wolfgar, you're leaving? Oh, bye, Wolfgar. You did such a good job. Okay, I'll color you up right after this hand, Wolfgar. So now we got everyone's hand done. Let's see what the banker has. Banker has a king, a queen, a 10, 8, a pair of 6s, and a 4. So my pair of 6s is going to be in the high hand, and my king, queen is going to be in the low hand. So I have king, queen in the low hand, and 6s in the high hand. Okay, now to take and pay the bets. Dane, you were first. Dane, you have a pair of 7s and a pair of 9s. Fantastic. Okay. So Dane's pair of 7s beat my king queen on the top, so he wins on top. And his pair of 9s beat my pair of 6s, so he wins on the bottom as well. Very, very nice. So you win both of them. And then we're going to have the commission taken out. He has a $50 bet, so the commission is $2.50. So you do $3 for 5, 10, 220. Okay, so we are taking the commission out of his bet. Next is Eric. Eric, you have a king 7 and a straight. 3, 2. Okay. So my king queen unfortunately beat your king 7, so I win on the top. But your straight beats my pair of 6s, so you win on the bottom. So it's a push. But you do get paid that envy bonus, or not the envy bonus. I'm sorry. You do get paid the fortune bonus. So you have a straight, and on the fortune bonus, a straight pays 2 to 1, so you get paid $50 for that straight. So at least you get something. That's good. Next, we are doing the dragon hand. Dragon hand has a pair of 10s with the 3 aces. So your pair of 10s beat my king queen, and your 3 aces beat my pair of 6, so you win both of them. So you get paid 50 minus the commission. So we have 50 cents. 3, 4, 5. Okay, commission is taken out. There you go. Next is Jimmy on Twitch and Blackjack Player. So you have a king jack. Oh no, you have a king jack. My queen beat your jack by 1 card. You lost that by 1 card. Ay, ay, ay. What the heck, man? Okay, so my queen unfortunately beat your jack. Oh, bad beat. Okay, so I win on the top. And then my 6s beat your 3s. Again, ugh. So unfortunately, I have to take your bet. Man, I'm sending you the feels for that. So the next one is Alan MBS. You have a queen jack on the top and a pair of 5s on the bottom. Oh, another bad beat. So unfortunately, my king beat your queen and my 6s beat your 5s. Again, by 1. What the heck, man? It's the Game of Thrones curse. Shh, don't talk about it. It'll affect you, but that's what it is, the Game of Thrones curse. Okay, so I gotta take your money. Just like in Game of Thrones, you lose all of your money and your property and your lands and your titles and your women and your wives and girlfriends and for Tyrion, his hooker girl. Not technically a girlfriend, it was more like a hooker, but anyway, no spoilers. Not that that's a spoiler, but you know. Trying not to talk about it really hard. So, Wolfgar, your ace queen beat my king queen, so you win on the top. And your pair of 9s beat my pair of 6s, so you win on the bottom. Fantastic, so you win that. You win $5, it's a 25-cent commission, so you pay that 25-cent commission. Now, Wolfgar was going to leave, so let me color him up really fast. Wolfgar, let's see what you got, because you probably already left. You started off with 100. You have 100. Wolfgar, you won $4.50. Good job. Woohoo! You are up $4.50. If Wolfgar is even still here. So if you are still here, I hope you have a good night, Wolfgar. I hope you sleep well. It was good to see you. Okay, and Alan, we're going to move you to the first spot. BS. Okay, so Alan, this is going to be the last hand. So if you guys want to do anything different, if you want to press your bets, if you want to go all in, now's the time. But this is the last hand for the night. Alan, I have you at 25. BS, I have you at 50. Jimmy, I got you at 25. And Blackjack Player, I have you at 100. Eric, you're still up for 50 and 25. And Dane, you're up for 50. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chats. Oh my god, that's great. So, Jimmy on Twitch says, my internet blacked out for a minute, and when I came back, all I heard was, she was actually more of a hooker, and now I'm confused. Half of my money for the last one, please. Okay, got it. So, Jimmy, half of your money. Let's see what you got. That was funny. 5, 8, 9, 950. You have 950. So, let's see. 3, 4. Okay, so we'll put you up for 500. Okay, so Jimmy, you were up for 500. And what I was talking about as far as hookers go, Jimmy, was we were talking about Game of Thrones, and we were talking about Tyrion Lannister, and we were talking about wives and girlfriends, and you know how some characters have wives, some characters have girlfriends, and they have lands, and they have titles, and he had, like, you know, Tyrion Lannister, he had a hooker. So that's what we were talking about, his hooker. Which I'm not going to spoil, because I want to say something about what happened with him and the hooker, but I can't because, well, that and it's PG, not R-rated. That's another reason why I can't talk about what happened between them. We're getting off that subject. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chats. The force is not with me tonight. Dane, where are you, Dane? You want to go all in. You got it. Dane, you are going all in. You have all of your money in. Dan, 100 and 100. Okay, Dan. Dan's not in here. Okay. So, Dan, let's put you somewhere. Dan wants to go 100. Dan, you will be with BS. So, you have 100 on the bet, 100 on the fortune bonus. Awesome. And Alan wants to go all in. Alan, you are going all in. Got it. Cool. Yeah, I've been on a Game of Thrones kick all night. I should title this the Game of Thrones episode. This is my Game of Thrones live stream where we talk about all Game of Thrones, but with no spoilers. That's the good thing, which is very difficult for Game of Thrones. Okay, so everyone is set up. I'm going to deal out these cards. If you want to go all in, if you want to change your bet, speak now or forever hold your peace. Now I'm thinking of the Red Wedding. I'm telling you, all I have is Game of Thrones tonight in my head. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But it's the finale, so no more Game of Thrones until I get the books. And then I'll be reading the books, and then you might be hearing about Game of Thrones again. It's like in the books they did it this way, in the books they did it that way. Okay, I swear, I can deal. Okay, 4 cards, we're good. Got the dragon head, dragon's body, which, another thing, why didn't those dragons have armor? Just curious. She should have given her dragons armor. Okay, so we have 7. So the dealer is 1, 8, and 15. So we're going to start off with 8 and then 7. So you get 7, you get 8, and then the dragon hand is next, and then we are going around. Okay, so everyone is good. And let's see what we got. Alan, you are first. Alan, you have an ace, a queen, a jack, a pair of 6s, a 5, and a 3. So your pair of 6s is going to be your high hand, and then your ace king is going to be your low hand. So ace king for the low hand, pair of 6s for the high hand. Next is BS. BS, let's see what you got. Oh, and Dan, BS and Dan. So BS and Dan, you have, ooh, looks like a nice hand. Okay. We got a king, a queen, an ace, king, queen, 8, 7, 6, and a joker. 1, 2, 3, 4, no flushes. 6, 7, 8, 9, nope. 10, nope. Okay, so no straights, no flushes. No straights, no flushes. So this automatically becomes an ace. So because it's an ace, we got a pair of aces. Aces are going to go in our high hand. And the king, queen is going to go in our low hand with the 8, 7, 6 in the high hand. King, queen in the low hand, pair of aces in the high hand. So Dan, BS, that's your cards. Next is Jimmy on Twitch and Blackjack Player. Ooh, that's another nice hand. Check that out. So we got a pair of 9s, a 7, 3 of a kind 4s, and a 2. So we got a full house. We got a full house, 4s over 9s, or 4s of 9s. So with a full house, remember, whenever you have a full house, you're always going to split the full house. So the 3 of a kind is going to stay on the bottom for your high hand, and the pair is going to go on the top for your low hand. So you have a pair of 9s for your low hand and a 3 of a kind for your high hand. Very, very nice. Very nice, Jimmy and blackjack player. So next is Eric. Eric, you got an ace, king, queen, 9, 8, 7, and 3. 7, 8. So no straights, no 1, 2, nope, no flushes. No straights, no flushes. So we have ace high Pai-Gow. Ah, that stinks. So the king, queen on the top and the ace 9 on the bottom. Let's see if you came up with the same thing, Eric. Eric, let me know. Okay, king, queen. Okay, good. So we came up with the same thing. Awesome. So you're good. And Dane, you are next. By the way, if anyone wants the dragon hand, speak now. Okay, so we have a jack, a pair of 10s, a 9, a 5, and a pair of 2s. So we have 10s and 2s. So we're going to do the 2-pair rule. Jacks and 6s and anything higher, we always split, but we don't have jacks and 6s or anything higher. 6s and 5s and anything lower, we always keep together. Well, we don't have that. That means that anything else, which is what this is, we always split unless we have an ace. Do we have an ace? Nope, we don't have an ace, so we are going to split this. So the pair of 2s are going to go on the top, and the 10s are going to go on the bottom. Pair of 2s for the low hand, and the pair of 10s for the high hand. Now we got a dragon hand. Let's see if anyone wants to play the dragon hand. Eric wants to play it? Okay, Eric, it looks like you got the dragon hand. No one else is saying anything about the dragon hand, so Eric, you got it. Let's see what this dragon hand is. We got a king, a queen, a jack, a lot of red, lots of red. 10, 8, 7, and 4. Do we have a flush? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nope, no flushes. No straights, no flushes. Okay, we got a 4 to a straight, but no straights. Oh, wow, that's not cool. Okay, so we got a king high Pai-Gow. So king is your highest card, so the king is going to stay on the bottom. Your next 2 highest cards are a queen jack, so they're going to go on top, and that is the hand. Okay, let's see what the dealer has. Okay, so the dealer has ace, jack, 10, 5, a pair of 3s, and a 2. Do I have a flush? 1, 2, nope, no flush, no straight. Okay, so our pair of 3s is the highest hand that we have. So the pair of 3s are going to go on the bottom, and the ace jack is going to go on the top. It's a semi-strong hand. Okay, so Dane, you were first. Dane, you have a pair of 2s, fantastic. And a pair of 10s, even better. Okay. So, your pair of 2s beat my ace jack, and your pair of 10s beat my 3s, so you win. And that is fantastic because you had it all on the board. Let's see how much you had. You had 1,005, 1,008, 1,009. So, okay, you were $5 away from $2,000. So, $2,000. So, I'm going to do a little bit of converting here. $5 away from $2,000. I'm giving him $2,000 and I'm taking 5. Now we need a commission. So the commission on 2,000, what is that? Oh, you're gonna make me think. So that is what, $50? So 100 is 5. So yeah, $50. So that's $100. So $100 commission. We are taking $100 for your commission. Have to make me think about math. Okay, there you go, Dane. Eric, you are next. Eric's main bet is a king and a queen. And then on your bottom, you have an ace high. So my ace beats your king. And then my pair of 3s beat your ace high. So unfortunately, I got to take this. There is no fortune bonus, so I got to take that as well. And let's see what your dragon hand did. Queen Jack on the top and King Ouch on the bottom. King Ouch on the bottom. So that is an ouch. I am taking both of those. Ay, ay, ay. And we will never speak of this again. Jimmy, Twitch, you guys are next. You have a pair of 9s on the top and a 3-of-a-kind 4s on the bottom. Fantastic. Does a full house get anything? Nope, a full house does not get anything for the envy bonus. That would have been nice. Okay, so your pair of 9s beat my ace jack, so you win on the top. Your 3-of-a-kind 4s beat my pair of 3s, so you win on the bottom. So you get both of them. Blackjack player has 100. You don't really have anything to pay your commission, so we are going to take the commission out of there. $100 pays a $5 commission, so we are giving you $95. Very nice, blackjack player. Jimmy on Twitch, you got 500. 500. What does 500 pay? So again, $100 $100, 5% commission on 100 is $5. If you do $500, you do 5 times 5, that's 25. It's a $25 commission. Taking 25, and that is the commission. Very nice, Jimmy. Next is BS. BS, you have a king, queen. Ay, ay, ay. And a pair of aces on the bottom. So, unfortunately, my ace beat your king, so I went on the top. And your pair of aces beat my pair of 3s, so you win on the bottom. So that is a push. And you get to keep the bet. Dan, you do not get the fortune bonus because, yeah, no fortune bonus anywhere. So unfortunately, Dan, you lose the fortune bonus. But you keep your 100, Dan. I'll be better to you next time. Okay, so Alan, you are next. You have an ace king. Fantastic. You got that. Good. And a pair of 6s, even better. So your ace king beats my ace jack. Your king beats my jack, so you win on the top. And then your 6s beat my 3s, so you win on the bottom, so you win the hand. Oh, another one. Okay, so 1,000, 500, 700, 875. I love it when you guys make me do math on commission. So that's 1,875. 1,875. Okay, let's figure out the commission on that. So that is $50, $25, that's $75. And then $10 and 75. That is 3, 4, 7. Now I have to think. My mind just went blank on me. 25, 50, 75. Okay, there we go. 75. Okay, so that's what the commission would be. This is how I figure out a hard commission. So I figure out what the commission actually is first. This is what the commission is. So we have 75, 80, 85. I never really look at the numbers. I try not to think of the numbers so much because that's confusing. I always do units because paying to units is always easier. So we got 75 cents. 25 cents is $1. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is $5. So that pays that. And then we have 3, 4, 5. That goes to 25. And then we have this, and that goes to 25. So if you give me 100, that pays the commission. And I believe, oh no, we're taking it out. I love this. Awesome. Okay. So we got that taken care of. And then we do 100. So that's 200. That's 50. That's 375. Okay, there we go. I think I did that right. I don't know. If I was on a real table game in a real casino, what I would do is I would call over the floor and I'd be like, can you double check this? Because I'm not sure about this. And I just want to double check it before I give it to the player. So if I was on a real casino, I would call over my floor. I'd have him double check my math because I'm not sure. So it's always best to have your floorman double check your math if you're not sure. Better to be safe than sorry. He would double check it, he would make sure it's correct, and then the player would get it. Okay, and that's the last hand for the night. Awesome. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chats. You guys are probably telling me exactly what I did wrong, which would be cool. Send it back. Hey, Malik, you're my foreman. Perfect. What do you think, foreman? Yeah, that is a better way of doing it. Every single dealer has a different way of doing commission. It just depends. Yeah, 93.75. Exactly, Eric. Very good. Very nice, Eric. Cool. You're welcome, James. Glad you liked it. Okay, so let's get you guys out of here. Let's start coloring you up. Alan, we might as well start off with you first. So let's see what you guys are leaving the table with. And yeah, if you have any other questions, if you want to say anything else, speak now or forever hold your peace. Or at least until, you know, the next time we do this, which would be on Thursday. Again, Thursday is going to be a special one. Join me on Thursday. That's going to be really, really fun. Mike Shackelford is going to be our guest. And we have a special event or celebration planned. It's going to be really fun. Really, really cool. Okay, so Alan, you got 2,000. You have 3,000, 3,004, 3,005, 3,006. So we would give this back to the player, this back to the player. That would be 1,000 for that. That's all back to the player. And what do we have here? 4. So give that back to the player. Okay, great. Fantastic. By the way, if you're in a casino, never ever pay someone like how I just paid, because that is probably the sloppiest, the most sloppiest way to pay a player was what I did at that moment. That was really horrible. If you are learning how to deal blackjack or any game and you are learning and you don't know what to do not do what I just did. Okay, so Alan, you started off with 2,000. You were leaving the table with, let's see here, 3,500, 600. You're leaving with 3,600, 85, 90, about $90. $3,690. So you were up 1,690. Very good job, Alan. Next is BS. Dan, here's your 100. Giving you your 100 back, Dan. BS, you're next. You started off with 500. You were leaving the table with 450. So you were down $50. You were leaving the table with 450. Next is Jimmy. Jimmy on Twitch, 1,000. You were leaving the table. Ooh, good. At least you're up. You're at 1,425. 1,425. So Jimmy, you are up $425. Blackjack player, you start off with 1,000. Let's see what you have. You have 800. 895. So you were down $105. You were down 105. You were leaving the table with 895. Next is Eric. Eric, you started off with 500. Ooh, I was not nice to you tonight. 500, 6. So you have 322.50. 322.50. So you were down. Let's say 175 roundabout. So you're down 175, give or take, whatever that cents is. Okay. And next is Dane. Dane, you started off with 2,000. Ooh, you did very nice. You got 3,000 right off the bat, 3,500, 700, 800. Okay. So 3,800, 75, 85, $3,892.50. $3,892.50. So you were up quite a bit. Very nice job. Very, very nice. Good job. Okay, so everyone is done. Everyone is taken care of. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chats. Hey, Malik. Awesome. Malik gave us a super chat. Thank you so, so much, Malik. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. Malik says, switched to Android last week. Helped me clean my iTunes account balance. Oh, cool. Right on. Woo! Thank you again, Malik. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, if you guys ever donate, very much appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Awesome. Glad you guys enjoyed it. Eric, you should hire me to do your commission then. I get a math degree. Hey, Eric, if you ever want to be a dealer, let me know. I'll help you. Malik, Heather, when I was on the table, the soup says that he didn't want me using both hands at the same time when I'm organized. Yeah, Malik, it's one of those things where every supervisor is different, and as a dealer, you have to be very adaptable. You have to be able to do what people want you to do, depending on the person that's watching you. So if that floorman in particular doesn't want you to use two hands when cleaning up your bank, unfortunately, you're going to have to remember that and do that. That's one of the hard things about being a dealer, is remembering which floor likes which specific rules or which specific procedures, and then doing that when you are in their pit. But yeah, so some dealers will only clean it up with one hand. Some dealers will do it with two. I prefer the two-hand method because I feel like that's a lot faster and I could get a lot done. I'm with you. But yeah, it just depends on the floorman. Ha! Thank you so much, Jay. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Jay. Awesome, Dan. Very cool. Yay! And then we have, let's see, Jimmy. If you were playing a home... Okay, we got a question. If you were playing a home game of Baccarat or Pai-Gow, would it make sense to take commission out? Or is it just for the house? That is a great question, Jimmy. So when you're playing at home and you're just doing this for the fun of it, you do not have to do commission. Commission is a vig. It's basically what the casino makes as far as their house edge or their percentage. They always get a percentage. They always get a certain amount. It's called the house edge. But in some games, the house edge is really, really low. And because of that, they charge a vig or a commission. And this is a good example of that commission. So the commission brings in the money for the game. Therefore, if you are at home and you're playing and you're just, having fun with friends or chilling out or whatever, do not even worry about the commission. It's a lot to think about. You don't even have to worry about it. Just play the hands and you are good to go. That is mainly something for the casino. Fantastic. We got another super chat. Awesome. Thank you so much, Dane. Thank you so much for the super chat. And if you donate $5, I could butcher your name too. Isn't that a great thing? Oh, thank you, Dane. I appreciate that. I get excited and then I butcher people's names. Actually, I just say their name and I butcher people's names. That's just how I am. Thank you, Dane. Yes, Malik, play no commission Baccarat. That's another good example. I would love that, Eric. That would be great. I would really like that. I owe you a pizza. Hey, anytime you guys want to do pizza, let me know. I'm always up for pizza. Pizza and video games, my two favorite things in the world. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad I answered your question, Jimmy. Fantastic. So you guys look like you are good in the chat. You guys have been amazing. I always love seeing you. Always love talking with you guys. You guys are the best, and I really, really appreciate you coming out this Monday evening and joining me and talking with me and playing these games with me. You guys are so much fun, and I really love these. Thank you so much. So yeah, next Thursday, we are doing a special event, so please come. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next Thursday. Mike Shackelford will be here. It'll be a lot of fun, and please join us. Let's see. So that does it for today's show. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, join us next time on Thursday when we do our special live stream at 2 p.m. And remember to go on Facebook and Twitter. Oh, do not do that. I lied. Don't go on. No, go on Facebook and Twitter, but just check out my post. Okay. Until then, this is Heather Ferris with Vegas Aces, reminding you that education can change the world. Thank you guys so much, and I will talk to you later. Sneak hug, Dane. Sneak hug. Okay, bye. Have a good night.